I'm using Screencast-O-Matic to give you an example of how I'm going to use Google Docs to actually do one of the Smarter Balanced Common Core ELA sample exercises. The question is, why does the video compare being in space to lying in bed? And the answer possibilities are to tell how an astronaut needs sleep, to describe how an astronaut floats in space, to explain that an astronaut's work is difficult, and to show how an astronaut's body lacks gravity to help it work. So this is going to be using Google Docs to take notes during the video. I'll be pausing the video as I need to as I take these notes. I'm going to move my notes out of the way so that we can watch the video.
We all know that exercise is an important part of a healthy lifestyle. But did you know that exercise is even more important when you're training to be an astronaut? You see, floating in space is a lot of fun, but spending time in space causes changes in the body that aren't good when the astronauts return to Earth.
Okay, so I know something about the fact that our body changes when we're floating in space. So we're going to take a look at that comment. And there's the note that I'm going to take in Google Docs that I'll share. But I'm going to go ahead and play this.
You see, on Earth, our bodies work against gravity. Gravity.
Okay, so we need to point that out, that Earth, our body works against gravity. Okay.
Is the force that pulls you to the ground. When you stand up, you have to lift the weight of your body and carry that weight wherever you go.
So another important point is that we have to carry the weight as we walk around. So as I take these notes, I'll be able to use them to help me answer.
The muscles in your legs, back, and neck have to work against gravity with every step you take. Even when you take a rest after playing with your friends, your muscles are still working against gravity. Your bones get a workout too.
Okay, so now I'm going to start looking at the bones.
Your skeleton supports your muscles and protects your insides. When you stand up, walk, or run around, your bones are carrying your body's weight. This kind of work keeps your bones strong. Gravity gives your heart a workout too. When you're standing up on Earth, gravity pulls the blood down towards your feet. So your heart works hard against gravity to pump the blood up to your brain and to keep the blood moving from your feet back up to your heart. But in space, all of these things change. Want to find out more? Let's visit our friend over at NASA's Johnson Space Center. Dr. Kjell Lindgren helps keep our astronauts healthy and fit for travel.
Weightlessness looks like a lot of fun. The astronauts are floating, their tools and their food are also floating around. But it's also hard on the body as well. The heart doesn't have to work as hard.
Okay, so we've heard the first thing that's happening when you're weightless, that your heart doesn't work as hard.
Because you're not standing up. When you stand up on Earth, the blood is pulled down by gravity, and the heart and your muscles have to work to keep the blood moving back up to the heart and up to the brain. So the heart doesn't have to work as hard in space. Your bones and your muscles also don't have to work as hard because you're not standing up. You're not constantly fighting against gravity. And so those can weaken, and so you can lose bone mass and your muscles can become smaller. It's very similar to somebody just laying in bed all the time. Scientists actually use that as a model or a way to demonstrate the effects of weightlessness. We have people lay in bed for long periods of time, and we look at how their bones weaken and their muscles and their hearts weaken as a result. Some of these tests last up to 90 days. So we use exercise in space. The astronauts exercise to help keep their bones healthy and their muscles healthy and their hearts healthy.
Okay, so there's my notes now that I took while I was watching that. So this would help me have evidence to be able to show that it's how the astronaut's body lacks gravity to help it work that's similar to lying in bed. So that would be using this actual activity for showing how I would defend my case.